Hello. Hi. Ayo, Vessel. Perfect timing. Hi. Congrats on first. How are you doing? Um, yeah, I am. I don't know. I'm actually feeling okay now that I've had some food. I'm still having some food. Um, a little bit of Japanese style curry rice. Um, but I've had most of it. I'm good for now. So I was thinking, you know what? Why not? Uh, try and continue with some Titan Quest. And maybe this will be the last session of this game. Who knows? I mean, I'm close-ish to the end. There is the second part of whatever chapter I'm on, chapter 5, and then there's a chapter 6. I don't know if that chapter is very big. I don't think so. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah. How are you doing today? How is everyone doing today? I hope the start of the weekend is treating everyone fine. It's freezing here. It's really freezing here. But I'm glad it's the weekend because that means my neighbors can no longer drill for 2 days. And my head is no longer in danger of exploding because, oh my god, that is horrible. Like, it's the apartment right next to mine. And they, like, all the walls here in Germany are concrete and brick. So you need, like, really powerful stone drills to get into the walls. And they've been constantly drilling. And it's the problem is not, it's not a drill. It's a hammer drill. Kind of like a jackhammer. So imagine a precise jackhammer going into the wall of the next door apartment. That just causes the entire, like, everything around it, all the walls, to like transmit that noise, and it's pounding. It is horrific. Yeah. I mean, it is concrete and brick walls, right? You need a hammer drill to get into it. I understand. But this has been going on for days now, and oh my goodness. And then they start, like, I don't know, 8 or 9 in the morning and go all the way to the evening, like 4 or 5 p.m. or something. It's horrendous. It's pounding, and my head is just like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. And I can't even properly leave the house because it's so cold outside. Like, if it was warm outside, I could just say, you know what, screw it, I'm going out. But no, it's freezing. It's below freezing outside, and it's no fun. So I think I do. Like, my gaming headphones are pretty canceling. I don't think they're fully noise cancellation. But they do a good job. So as long as I wear those and turn up like game volumes or stream volumes or something while watching, it's okay. But it's less the noise. Alright? It's, you know how when you have a really annoying neighbor who plays music with really heavy bass? You don't necessarily hear the music, but you feel the bass going through all the walls and floors and everything. It's the same type of sensation. I don't necessarily hear the drilling, but I feel the hammering in my head. Alright, and that is the problem. Yeah, it's horrendous. But it's evening now. They're no longer allowed to drill. It's the weekend. They're no longer allowed to drill over the weekend. The earliest they can do is Monday morning, so I am free of that for a couple of days. I mean, they're renovating the entire apartment apparently. Like, I had a look when I went out, I was able to look at it and see what was actually happening. Like the entire apartment is completely empty, and like full of, well, empty of living stuff and full of like scaffolding or like beams and tools and blah. So there must be some massive undertaking going on. I don't even know. So I don't know how long it will last. Hopefully it'll be done sooner rather than later. But such is life. Okay.
Hail, foreign warrior! I hear
Let's
you've
have a
come to
look.
win glory in battle. Good. With these Germains at our borders, there are enough heads for everyone to collect. By Tutatis and Luctetius!
Okay, I need to orient myself again. Where am I? I'm in this city here, right? Okay, so I just made it to this city. Glauberg, okay, Oppidum Glauberg, Oppidum meaning city. Something between a city and a suburb. Okay, so let's see, is there a caravan dude? There is not. Okay, so I have to go to a different city for caravan. It looks like I already accepted all the quests. I'll have to check those. Alright, that was the whole world tree thing. Oh, I'm all the way in the beginning of this chapter. Oh my goodness, okay. Okay, let's see. Caravan dude. Here, yes.
Preserving everything, even grapes.
And I did go through everything and like cleared out a lot of the stash, as you can see. So ooh, okay, what is this? Damage from beast, void projectiles, energy regen, health regen, pierce damage. Yeah, but it's pierce damage. It's not useful to me at all. I can actually sell this one. Nope. What this?
It's an honor.
Finally, the market is busy again. Almost too busy.
I have almost 10 million gold. How am I just carrying around 10 million gold pieces? That's crazy. I could be like Mansa Musa through all of the ancient world. Okay, let's check the quest.
Oh. You are brave indeed, warrior.
From what little we know, the cult has 4 leaders, each representing one aspect of Nerthus herself. Journey northwards, past the Teutoburg forest, then east until you find a land of lakes wherein lies their sanctuary, and slay them all. I will give you this out of my personal treasury to help you accomplish this task. See it as a sign of trust, and the first part of your reward.
Okay, so I have to travel past the Teutoburg forest to murder these 4 minor bosses. And Celtic plaid. All right, this is the Weaver person. Oh, and there's a Cooper with his son, right? And I mean, Teutoburg Forest, they probably didn't pick that on accident, because Teutoburg Forest is a historically significant region. It's a forest in Germany, and it is a forest where the Romans suffered one of their biggest losses against, well, I think biggest losses in general, but specifically against a German tribe led by Arminius, if I recall correctly, who happened to be a Roman general.
You were also looking for Jadok. He's a good friend of mine. I had to tell him as much lately when he wanted to be more than that. Afterwards, he started acting all weird. Talked about proving something. I hope he hasn't done something stupid.
Okay, he's dead. Look at this kid. Kid, there are monsters about. Like right here. Look. Kid, monsters. Anyway. But these pastoral areas are really pretty. I like them.
Life on the land is hard. We have lots of grain, yes, but we have to grind it for many hours a day just to have some bread. And then the weather, and these cultists coming here taking our children. Oh, what is an old woman to do?
That's kind of how grain works, lady. You have to grind it. Like, I don't know what you expected. Weser Uplands. Weser, a big river in Germany. Alright. But yeah. Like the Romans hired are those spirits? Hired locally, so to speak, right? So a lot of their soldiers were not Romans or Italians, in a sense. They were from all over the Roman Empire. Okay, let's see who this is.
Oh, hello. Where are you going in such a hurry? Cultists? Oh, yeah. I think I have seen them, but they don't really bother me. I'm happy here with my bees, and they are my friends. Sometimes there are bears here too, and they aren't my friends, although they're friendly when they have honey. Only, I wish they wouldn't eat our honey. Since you're out in a boat, could you check our honey? 2 portions should be ready, or maybe not, but you'd be my friend if you could go and see, especially if the bears are roaming around.
Hi, Gore, and hi, Darth Maul. How are you two doing? It's nice to see you here. And this dude's voice acting is amazing.
It's okay, I understand if you want to leave. You people are rarely friends, you just want to take the honey. We'll be fine, right?
Karik half troll, so is he actually like half troll? And that's why he's... Oh hey, there we go. Like, what are these things that I cannot target? I do not get... Are those bees? I got involved in some description of Street Brawl. Again? Oof. Doing good just at work? Well, then I hope you're enjoying work, and then I hope, yeah, that you will have a smooth time. I was doing a bodyguard gig for my mate. Sounds fair. Also, I can barely see. Oh my goodness, this is dark. I mean, I get that it's night, but still. I'm assuming you came out ahead though on that street brawl. And tell me how unliked by people he was. Oof. Yeah, that sounds like something that should be part of the job description. Ow. Oh, I see. Bears! No, not bears! Not the bears! Came out pretty on top. Yeah, I didn't expect any different. So, yeah, no, same old. What can you do? Yeah, exactly. You know, it's... I mean... Best, it's not necessarily the 100% best outcome, but maybe like, I don't know, 90% best, and that's good. Honey, let's see. Little friends. Alright, do I bring the honey back? Yeah, take it back to the beekeeper. What would be the best outcome? I think you not getting hurt at all. Just like one punch, boom, other person's down.
Honey. Oh, you are a true friend. Not like the people from Glauberg. They were never very nice, even when I was small.
Aww. Got to like 3 blokes. That's still impressive though. That's still what was I thinking? Still good to see you still have it. If that makes sense. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh hey. There is a fountain. That means there's a side area over here. Okay. All depends on where you hit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I did a bit of martial arts as well, so they kind of also teach you, yeah, where you want to hit and how you want to hit, and how to take hits, in a way. So I do understand what you're talking about. So you could punch someone in the shoulder for ages and they just stand there and be like, what are you doing? Right. Unless you're like, I don't know, Muhammad Ali. And then no one will be standing anymore. Oh man, darkness and fog? This game is being rough. Oh, Oh, this is the Teutoburg Forest. Okay. Right. Right, I was talking about why this is so significant. This place. Unless I know I'm against a really skilled person, just brute force it. Yeah. More hitting. Sounds legit. But yeah, Teutoburg Forest, an actual real place in Germany. And historically significant. So I was saying the Romans, right, for their military, they just got everyone, right, who lived in the Roman Empire. And since the Roman Empire covered way more than just Italy, they got a whole bunch of quote-unquote foreigners in there as well. Like if you've watched the movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe, the really, really old movie. Oh god, really, really old. I mean, yeah, it is pretty old now. Like what, 15 years? 20 years almost? The main character, played by Russell Crowe, is a general in the Roman army, but he is Spanish. Or he's... Right, he comes from what is now modern-day Spain, because that was also part of the Roman Empire, and he's just, you know, a citizen of the Empire, and joined the military, joined the legions, and became a general. So that totally happened. One of these days I'm gonna get actually jacked up and learn to not just fight. Yeah. That sounds fair. But yeah, and the Romans did actually conquer parts of southern Germany. So everything south of the Danube and west of the Rhine. So those two rivers basically marked the border of the Roman Empire in Germany. But there were still Germanic tribes part of the empire. If that's the case, I've got 50 years. Well, then I wish you good luck on that. Dang, you're all so young, what the heck? It's not fair. Ooh, oh, a fairy circle. Yeah, so they had a general in the army called Arminius, or a German name Hermann, which is still a German name to this day. My grandpa was called that. And he was a pretty successful general in the Roman army. And then he left to fight the Romans. Yeah, exactly. Like large parts of Germany, or modern day Germany, were not conquered. Partially because it was not easy to cross the Danube and the Rhine. Like Caesar tried, he built a bridge across the Rhine. Like very, very impressively, he built a bridge in like a handful of days over a really, really big river. Which is not easy to do. But yeah, the Germanic tribes really gave the Romans a lot of trouble. And Teutoburg Forest, which is this area in the game right now, is where the Romans face one of their biggest crushing defeats ever. against Germans led by Arminius. Basically, like a large part of that was also they used their knowledge of the terrain and such, but yeah, they really delivered the Romans a crushing defeat, and that was part of what got them to stop, I think, trying to conquer the rest of Germany. So you don't get a lot of defeats against the Romans in history, but every now and then there are some people who manage what is effectively the impossible. And one of them was Hannibal, with his who marched across the Alps pretty famously. Germanic tribes did that. And then later the Goths, but then again the Goths kind of moved in when the Roman Empire was already in decline. So, and they were like the final straw that caused the end for Western Rome. Ooh, cave, nice. But yeah, if you visit Teutoburg Forest nowadays, I think there's I believe there is like a museum or something along those lines talking about this. Right, talking about the how Arminius defeated the legions. Right, because it is a very fascinating historical event. Scottish Celts, barbarians who won. Yeah. All right, yeah, the Scottish Celts as well with Hadrian's Wall, right? At some point, the Romans were just like, you know what? We're not going further north. Just screw that. We're just building a wall. That's it. So they built Hadrian's Wall. And decided to say, you know what, this is as far as it goes. Oof. Why are bears always like this? Funny thing though with the word barbarian, like barbarian is a Greek word. And it originally meant everyone who doesn't speak Greek. Because like the ancient Greek, oh my goodness, the ancient Greek word, so to speak, for what essentially amounts to blah blah blah, like we have blah 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 nowadays, and then the ancient Greeks had bar 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 bar, right? That was their sound for anything that they couldn't understand, just any kind of speech. So the blah blahs in ancient Greek are barbarians because their speech just sounded like bar 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 to them. So originally it really just meant everyone who couldn't speak Greek. And then the negative connotations got attached, saying like, oh, and people who don't speak Greek are not civilized, and so on. And then, yeah, and then as time went on, more and more and more negative connotations got attached to that word. So, yeah. Scots were clapped like... Yeah, they did. They definitely did. And I can imagine that was very demoralizing. They weren't wrong. A standard English speaker is very uncivilized. I mean, or is it at the time of the Romans? There was no English, so there's that. And I'm not sure, like, it mainly came down to like calling people or the like the whole calling people uncivilized thing was mainly they're not us. Right? So it's like they don't have our political system, or they don't have our level of technology or something like that. So it was which is a whole huge discussion on experience shrine. Let's go. What actually makes civilization, and more than not what makes something civilized, because being civilized doesn't really have, like, the word being civilized doesn't have anything to do with civilization anymore. That word has just taken on a life of its own. A very not good life of its own. Oh my goodness, come on. What I always wonder, who would win in an all-out tournament? The Persians, Spartans, Romans, Vikings, Athenians, Mongolians, Japanese Samurai, Chinese legions, Egyptians. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's, yeah, mostly calling people not civilized is basically saying they are not us. Oops. Who would win? I mean, a lot of people have asked this question, and it really, a lot of it, comes down to like what opponents you are facing, right? So like the Greek hoplite, for instance, was devastating. But the hoplite is a very, or like the hoplite formation is super simple. It's essentially just you have a whole bunch of people stacked together, and then they have really, really long spears. And then you just lower the first two ranks of spears, and then they just march forward. That's it. That's all they do. As a compact unit. Right, so basically you have a wall of lowered spears coming toward you, just marching toward you across the battlefield. And like with the types of units that that existed back then, that was really, really difficult to beat. That's also why Alexander the Great was able to conquer so much, until he met people who had a way to counter that. Right? Persians and Indians with their elephants, mainly, and then of course people with strong cavalry, because the hoplite is extremely susceptible to flank attacks because it's one big pile of people just facing in one direction. Right. Similar to the Romans, right? The Romans also had very tightly packed formations with their big shields that made them impervious to a lot of different types of attacks, except again against cavalry. All right, but the people they faced didn't really use cavalry. So that's also why the Parthians were able to fight the Romans very effectively. Because the Parthians used cavalry archers, which were devastating against tightly packed Roman legions because they couldn't move very fast, they couldn't reorient very fast, right? So their flanks and backs were very unprotected. And that's why at some point the Romans were just like, you know what, we're not going further east. That's it. We're done. Those horse archers, they can just, you know, we'll just leave them be. Yeah, Testudo, exactly. Yeah, what is going on here? Golian's master bow and the master bow on horseback. Yeah, they had to, basically, right? That was a lot of that really came down to their lifestyle. They were nomads living in huge open steppes, and just in order to survive, to hunt and to herd and protect your herds against predators and such, you had to be a horse archer. Like, there was no other way. And because people were all like so used to horse archery, they were really good at it. And that's also like the European forces had basically never met horse archers before, because horse archers are really, really hard to train. You need to train people in horse riding, and you need to train them in archery, and then you need to have that combined, and you need to have a lot of horses, which were not cheap. So yeah, so when the Mongols and the Huns and like other peoples invaded Europe, like the European armies were not prepared for that. They rode ponies? I've never actually heard that before. Whoa, what's going on? What are all those sounds? What is going on with my game? Oh! Oh, there's fighting going on up here. Okay. That's a... Okay. Okay, that makes sense now. It's easier to control than a horse without the use of hands. I can imagine so, yeah. Though it is possible to control a horse without hands. And I imagine if you've trained for this long, then you know how to do it. Okay, let's see. There's another quest giver here. Let's check.
Human! You shouldn't be here. Your kind has been encroaching upon our land for long enough. But you helped me. Maybe you're not as bad. You could help me even more. My pond has been drying out. It's disappearing every day, and with it, so am I, much to the joy of those nasty Billwises. I wanted to leave and find a new home in the great freshwater lakes, but I can only be away from water for a limited time, and these malicious devils won't let me pass. But I may be able to reach the lakes with your help. Would you help me yet again? Please do. I will follow you for as long as I can.
Uh-huh. So... Oh, is this another escort quest? That's interesting. So do I have to go from lake to lake or something? This is all very dry land. So I don't know. Vikings were the OG pirates. I'm not sure they were pirates so much as they were land raiders. Vikings didn't really do a lot of sea raiding necessarily. They did a lot of land raiding. So they would sail all over, well, all over Europe, really. Even all the way down to Sicily. Yeah, exactly. They were pillagers. Oh, what happened? Did she die? Oh, she's back at her pond. Okay. Oh, I was right here. They also settled a lot. Eventually, yes. Right, there were Normans in, well, Normandy, right, northern France. They were in England. They were down in Sicily.
Yes, I am back here and still bound to this place. Oh, I may never get away.
Don't talk like that. Wait, oh, she's still here. Okay. Yeah, that's with a lot of tribal nations, effectively.
The lakes! We did it! Oh, human, I am so grateful. My sisters may still not be friendly, but this blessing will protect you from their magic. If you are wise, you'll use it to return safely to your home. The lands ahead belong to the goddess. I advise you not to set foot there.
Hey, I got a single skill point. Yay. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted to press. Rip. Make this dude a bit stronger. Let's go. I pressed the wrong thing. Small numbers, but too formal. Yes. Even though, again, there were plenty of samurai fighting, like, quote-unquote normal battles, right? What is this? Come with scythe? And also, samurai were first and foremost archers, but then adapted to, like, they were also horseback archers. But then adapted as time went on. So there's that as well. Like, the most interesting thing is the belief that samurai didn't use gunpowder, when in fact they loved gunpowder. Like, when they first got was it flintlock rifles, I think? They were all over it. And then they imported Portuguese armor, because armor back then was bulletproof. Right, so they totally changed from what a lot of movies would have you believe. Oh, come on. What the? What was that? Also, these enemies are annoying. The whole like disappearing. Oh, I lost both my dudes. Like, the way they dodge attacks is just Why? Who thought that would be a good idea? Wait, what? Samurai had guns for a period, then it wasn't deemed as honorable by a lot of the guests. Imagine that didn't bode well for their numbers. Not really, no. Like, no, I mean, oops. Oh, so this isn't actually an enemy. Oh my goodness. I think the whole like dishonorable thing is overblown. Because if you actually look at historical artifacts, I mean, yeah, they still had the whole carry sword around and such, but again, the main weapon was not the sword, because swords are really bad weapons, right? Swords are a status symbol, but yeah, they used guns a lot. There were a lot of different guns over quite a long period of time. And a lot of armor, like solid plate armor. A lot of them also with, like, you can still see dents on them from where bullets struck them. So that was definitely a thing. Right. And it really did. I mean, like I said, samurai were first and foremost archers, right? So that wouldn't really speak to them being averse to guns in any way. I think a lot of the whole, oh, guns are dishonorable, or guns are ineffective, or too expensive, or whatever, a lot of that comes from like fantasy depictions of history, right? Fantasy depictions and movie and such depictions, because guns are not cool enough. They're not as cool as swords, right? So in a lot of movies and in a lot of fantasy stories and fantasy games and such, you just don't have guns. It's an entire thing, right? Fantasy does not have guns, even though guns and knights coexisted for several hundred years. And so it's just, guns are not as cool as swords, like early guns. And that's why stories and movies and such don't have them. Yeah, definitely. But they were certainly around a lot more than people think. Mainly because they're just non-existent in media. Any historical thing, any fantasy, any such... And if you put guns in them, even though it's historically accurate, people might think it's inaccurate because they have been misguided by all of the media that doesn't have them. You know? Yeah, exactly. They've existed quite a while. Something like 13th century, and the medieval age ended somewhere in the 1500s. Right? So several hundred years coexistence of guns and knights, basically. And guns were a huge part of why knights ended up wearing solid full plate armor. Right? Because full plate armor is bulletproof against early guns. In fact, the term bulletproof comes from blacksmiths deliberately shooting a plate mail, a plate armor, with a gun, with a musket or... Well, it wasn't a musket back then, but with a primitive gun, and then have the bullet bounce off the armor, leaving a dent in there, and then the person could see the dent and see, this is proof against bullets. So that's where the term bulletproof comes from.
It's my fault. I hated everyone. I just wanted to get away. I thought the cult could do something for me, could make me powerful. Also, I thought my father and the others just didn't understand them. Just as they don't understand me. But they really are evil. When I refused to betray my own people, they planned to sacrifice me to Nerthus instead. You saved my life in the nick of time. I'll go and talk to my father and apologize. But please, don't tell anyone how stupid I was. It's better if they don't know.
This kid, man. See, kids, if you're going through a teenage phase, don't join a cult. Because that's just not smart. You end up being sacrificed, and then Great Cthulhu rises from his city in R'lyeh. And then the whole world goes to crap. Guns killed off armor entirely, like when guns are getting better and armor can't. So why bother waste materials on making armor? Eventually they did. But not for a long time. That is the end result. But in the beginning, plate armor was definitely impervious to early guns. Can I not cross here? Like if you go to museums and such and look at plate armor, actual, not ceremonial plate armor, which is what they usually display, but like actual armor that has seen combat, a lot of those, like you can see dents, those bullet dents in some of them. And there was actually a period where making good armor was so cheap that no longer just knights could afford it, and you could afford to equip entire troops using more or less standardized plate armor. Right, that's the cuirassiers. That's where they come from. So that existed as well. Right, it evolved from basic cavalry armor, but you would have standardized armor, plate armor, for regular troops to wear against firearms. That was like the early-ish Renaissance. And the thing that really got rid of knights and their battle tactics was just different tactics, really. Things like the pike and shot. That meant, because before that, if you had, like, to protect against knights and cavalry, you would have pikemen, right? And then to have any fighting power, you would have musketmen. And then someone had the brilliant idea of combining those into a single unit, right? Before bayonets were a thing. So, oh my goodness, come on. What the? So you would have the pike and shot, which was basically just a combined, like one of the first examples of combined arms, basically. You would have pikemen and musketmen in a formation together. And they could then defend against knights while also attacking effectively. And that's a huge deal of what got rid of cavalry charges. And once cavalry charges were no longer a thing, you didn't actually need knights on horseback with heavy armor anymore. Right? You needed more flexible people on the field and such. Cannons? Yeah. There were a couple. Right, but cannons definitely made a huge difference. Like at the Siege of Constantinople. Or Istanbul now. That's why it's now Istanbul and not Constantinople. Because the Ottomans used gigantic cannons to shoot their way through the walls of Constantinople. So yeah, definitely a game changer. Cannons and castles were incompatible. Yeah. Also because, yeah, mainly because of the way they were built, right? Once you had cannons, how you build castles also changed. We don't call them castles, we call them star forts, or star forts. But yeah, that definitely changed. Though again, early cannons were unreliable and very, very slow. Inner Sanctum. Oh, is this where I fight the bosses? Oh, this looks ominous. Is this a boss? Ancient of the Soil. Yes, it is. Oh, man. Oh, he's using thrown weapons. Ta-da! It's just a bunch of gold. So yeah, that was definitely a big game changer. The cannons. And then of course there were a whole bunch of other like small changes. Like the bayonet. The bayonet also made a huge difference. Blade of Nerthus. This looks pretty. I don't know why I mentioned Egyptians, because they didn't have one. Ancient of the Wild. Oh. Yeah, the Egyptians, I mean, what they had was chariots. And chariots are really, really good in the open fields that are the deserts of Egypt, right? But really the people who dominated that era were the Assyrians, because the Assyrians had iron. They had iron when everyone else was using bronze. And that's why the Assyrians were devastating. So, yeah. I mean, there's... I do... Oh, wait, what? Where am I? Island of Nerthus? Huh. What is this? Cult of Nerthus? Oh, these are just Nerthus people? Okay. It is pretty fascinating once you actually start learning a bit more about like actual, like how the actual history worked, and then you look at movies and games and such, and then realize, wow, these people really just went for rule of cool even in the tiniest of things. And a lot of things are just very, very, very misleading and just false. But they have been so perpetuated in media that this is now, whoa, okay, and this is now its own reality in a way. Yeah, I know. Actual history is amazing. Hold on, I'm concentrating it because this dude is very fast and deals a lot of damage.
me or
Okay. Oof, okay. Why is there this eating sound? What the heck? What's going on? This munching sound. That's not me, that's the game. Okay. Khopesh was just an axe crossed with a sword. Yeah, it was. It was also a lot smaller than it is normally depicted. It's like the size of a forearm, the whole thing. But yeah, there were several attempts, or not several attempts, but like there are several weapons that kind of combined a sword and an axe. Was a sickle? Well, kinda, but a sickle has the cutting edge on the inside, whereas a Khopesh has the cutting edge on the outside. Right. So that is the difference. It is supposed to yeah, exactly. It is supposed to combine the hitting power of an axe with, like, I guess the flexibility of a sword, even though you can't really call it flexibility. There's one more I have to do, right? Yeah, Ancient of the Sky. What's here? Oh, I am getting close to close-ish to leveling up, I guess. But there are many weapons like that, like the kopis, the Greek kopis is like that. The kukri is kind of like that. Right, combining the same kind of aspects. Okay. Altar of Nethys. Alright. So this is Shotel. Yep.
For the goddess.
It's like it's a throwing knife. That's basically all knife. Yeah, I can imagine that it feels very good in the hand. Like just balance wise and such. Come on. Okay. Oh, okay, there you are. Whoa. That doesn't look like something I want. Heyo. Okay, that was it. It's obnoxiously sized, yeah. True. Yeah, so perfect size for you. Definitely. Okay, I believe that was all 4 of these people. And now I can go to the inner sanctum. Hooray. Yeah, okay, this is the inner sanctum. Mistletoe of Nerthus. Undead priests? Oh no. Was that it? Ooh. Zealand Coast. Heyo. We're in the Netherlands. We made it all the way to the Netherlands through a big cave. Ooh. Oh, I like this. Being able to see these people down here. Like, okay. Two-handed greatsword? Dang. Oh, nice. So it's like you go through here and then you come out over there. Like you can already see the layout of the area. This is cool. This is really pretty. And I did check. Titan Quest came out in 2006, right? The main game. And then Immortal Throne, the first expansion, came out in 2007. And then this expansion, Ragnarok, came out in 2017, 10 years later. So it really shows, right? Those 10 years of technological advancement really shows. I mostly use it on whatever animal the butcher deems unworthy. Oof. I mean, it's nice that you then get to use. I was bamboozled. Get to use it on that. Oh, come on.
Not enough energy.
Oof. Alright. Troll sticker. Stolen bundle? Okay. Such an elegant, simple weapon. No fancy fares. Yeah, I can imagine. Let's see, what is here?
Yes, stranger. We go to Skandir very often, yes we do. Cloth and food going up, furs and amber coming down. But not right now, no. Look at this terrible weather. Some angry god is having a fit. Could it be true that Dona has turned against us? No, my friend. We have to sit this one out. Cursed trolls.
Donar, by the way, is Thor. Could probably
Yes,
embed that thing in a car.
I
Yeah.
managed the stowage on the ship, but I'm starting to feel that seafaring isn't for me. Have you seen the storm? Still, maybe I can help you.
Okay, I can get rid of this. I have so many quest items. Like, what? Nah. Also, nah. Nah.
Cursed rain.
You should know that King Jilfai is no stranger to the Azir. They said that he has been tricked by them on several occasions in the past. Once, many years ago, he fell for what he thought was a vagabond woman. In exchange for a favor, she seduced him into promising her as much of his land as she and 4 oxen could plow in one day and one night.
Oh.
In truth, however, she was the Azir called Gafun, goddess of the harvest, and the oxen she used were her 4 strong sons, who had all been fathered by a giant. So, during the day and night, their plow turned over a vast area of land, so deep that it left a hole which is now the Lake of Vermilion. And they took that land away from Jilfai's kingdom and dropped it into the sea, creating this very island we are now standing on, in the same shape as the lake.
Huh. That's fascinating. Like, I love mythology like that. Okay, did I actually come out of here? Or did I come out of here? No, I came out of here, so I haven't actually been up here. Large chest. Ever get burgled? Nothing on my bedroom wall beside my bed? Well, yeah. Sucks to be them. Ooh, seals. Oh, look at that. Hold on. Look at these fellas. Look at them. Oh, this is amazing. Look. Oh. Umbrella bucket. Dang. I wish I had space and money for that. And like no legal issues. It's a bit more difficult to get them here. Oh man, so many caves. Okay. But the god that no can't hurt them. True. Embossed silver plate. Like, I have so many quest items and I don't know what they're for. I just have them. I'm just collecting them essentially. But okay. Then there's this cave. do hope, however, that I'll be able to finish this game tonight. This is turning into another one of those I'm only playing this game. This happened with Settlers 3. Like, I ended up only playing Settlers 3 because that game was so huge. And now I'm basically only playing Titan Quest because this game is so huge. So, Another local guard anyway. I had to fix sync. He deep me chill and admire the fact that I had so many sources without nerd knowledge. But, oh, come on. Well then. I actually had to get a weapons license. Like I bought a completely unsharpened, not even proper katana while I was in Japan. Stolen barrel. And when I came back, this was in Taiwan. When I went back to Taiwan, they immediately nabbed it and said, yeah, no, you cannot just bring this in here. You need a weapons license. So I had to go get a weapons license for this, which was luckily, like, I didn't have to do any tests or anything. This was just go there and then fill out some forms. But the dude, like the customs officer / police person responsible for the whole thing was like, yeah, I don't know why you have to do this. This is pointless. Like, this is just a piece of metal. Like, we're supposed to be doing this for things like guns, you know, if people bring in actually dangerous weapons, but not for this, you know. So he was completely sympathetic. But yeah, I ended up getting a license for that thing. I drop a lot of whetstones at my feet. Oh. Man, I need to learn how to properly use a whetstone. Mainly for all my kitchen knives. Like, I have an actual Japanese whetstone. Look at this stolen box. There's so many things. But I need to learn how to properly use it. To be fair though, I don't mind practicing on my knives because most of my knives are really cheap. So if I damage them, it's like, I bought this set of like a dozen knives for 10 euros or something, so It's okay if they get damaged. I have a lot of cheap ones and 3 super expensive ones. Dang. Yeah, a good whetstone can also make a huge difference. Like, whenever I see a whetstone as well, I keep thinking of these sharpening, I don't know what to call them, but like these kitchen knife sharpening gadgets that are basically, I don't know if you have them or something similar. It's you basically place it on the table and there's a little wedge in it with like a couple of sharpening wheels, and you just drag the knife edge side down through that thing and it just sharpens it. But I can imagine it being pretty rough in the sense that it just over sharpens, you know, like gets rid of too much. Oh my god. Also, I really don't know where to go here. Blue bricks? Is that a type of whetstone? Like, is that a brand or something? Where do I go? Find all 3 pieces of stolen goods and bring them to Wotbald. Is this Wotbald? Are you Wotbald? You are.
You have it all? Oh, and my beer! Stranger, you are indeed wonderful. Just give me a moment. You know what? Damn this storm.
It's just what it looks like? Okay.
Further. We can go right now if you want. Kara smiles on the blade.
Okay, so I just made this dude drunk, and I'm now like, yeah, go ahead and bring me over across the North Sea or the Balkan Sea while you are completely drunk. Yes, that sounds
These
like an
furs are
amazing
hardy.
idea.
They're a good combination with armor.
Nope.
Farewell.
Right, I still have...
You have it.
So what is this? This is the... Okay, you know what? Let's go to the next area. Maybe there is a portal there. And then... Or like a waypoint. And then I can take that. Shores of Scania.
Here we are, stranger. We made it after all, didn't we? You can find Gilfy's court just the other side of the beach. Or if you want to go further north, look for my brother, Nidbald. He runs that route.
Metal engraving. Ooh. That sounds fascinating. And yeah, a lot of crafts are surprisingly accessible, especially with like all of the tutorials that exist online now. Like back when I was like a teenager or so, I could never have imagined getting into different crafts or other stuff simply because the resources weren't there. Like you had to find a teacher or you had to find like a school or something, but it's like now it's like, yo, YouTube, what do? And you're good to go. Plenty of cheaper ones to practice on. Yeah, that's always nice. Who are you? Oh.
Yes, I am a captain. But no, I'm not going anywhere just now. Wait, are you that foreigner Volbald brought along? He told me you got him beer. Maybe you bring me some too. Oh no, bad liquor. Fur, go on liquor. Get me a tankard of that, then we can talk about me ferrying you.
Man, these people are all drunkards. Ayo, a town, let's go. King Jilfy's settlement. Who are you?
I have heard songs composed for you, the slayer of 1,000 monsters. It is an honor, if I may say so. You are a hero of this world. It is only one, however.
Oof. That's a lot, yeah. Well, maybe you could engrave them and then sell them. Yeah? Oh, this is cool. They are actually just in a cave here. This is I like
You
this.
have traveled to many places, am I right? Maybe you can help me solve this mystery. 5 years ago, my mistress acquired this magnificent cauldron, which harbors great power, but is also full of riddles. They say it was found abandoned in a moor in Jutland, but if you look at this relief plate, it is clearly of Celtic origin. Originally, it was adorned with 14 such plates, all made of pure silver. But someone dismantled it, and some pieces were buried nearby, and others are still missing. With a great deal of time and amber, I have managed to retrieve most of the plates, and some in the strangest places. But there are 4 more I haven't been able to find.
Oh my god. Sounds like a plan? Nice, yeah. But dang, this quest giver was almost made me like get a shock. It's like, yes, there are 14 silver plates and I had found one of them. It's like, does that mean I have to find 13 more? Are you kidding me? But no, apparently it's only 4 in total.
I suspect some of our Germanic brethren took this cauldron apart, fearing a power they could not understand. While some of them kept the pieces, others scattered them elsewhere. But even then, they could be anywhere north of Glauberg.
New business idea. Exactly.
We are Fjolkönig, knowing of many things. We have seen you come, Worldwalker. We have seen you go.
That was very useful. Okay, so let's go back to Glauberg to see if I can hand in anything. Hand in any side quests. Get some XP. There.
You have slain all 4 of Nerthus's ancient shamans. The druids say they felt her rage rippling through the earth even here. Hero, I was right in choosing you for this task. Hopefully her dreadful cult will trouble us no more. They'll know better than to mess with Tutorigos again.
Yay, XP and gold.
I also have some nice boxes to keep your trophies in.
Alright, the dude who was looking for his son.
Greetings, traveler. Are you interested in some real Celtic plaids? They have no magical properties, I'm afraid, and we can't access as many dyes here, but look at these patterns. This one here I invented myself. It does not compare to what you already have, I suppose. Oh, what I would give to travel the world like you. All the fabrics and colors from foreign lands, many of which we only hear about. Shiny silk, the color of sapphires, Egyptian embroidery with threads of gold, and the beautiful purple you have in Greece.
Need aviators? Like the sunglasses?
Thank you again, hero, for everything. I went to Cunobelanus, our cook, and he agreed to make me his apprentice. So I may never become a powerful shaman. But my cauldron's magic will still make people happy and healthy. How does that sound?
That's old school, but I approve.
Thank you so much for rescuing my son. We talked a lot, and I see now that I shouldn't have forced him. I suppose I'll just have to find someone else who wants to continue my work one day.
Heyo, more XP. Yeah, I'm almost next level.
We don't shave here until our first kill. I haven't had a beard in a while.
Nope.
I wish I could join you.
Okay. Let's see if there's a caravan dude in this town. If not, I may have to go somewhere else again. What interesting clothing do I have? I'm not really an interesting clothing kind of person. I do have a chainmail shirt that I made myself. I don't know if that counts. So I spent a long time working on that, and it's not great or anything. It's very cheap wire and such. But yeah. That counts? Okay. So yeah, I have a chainmail shirt. Caravan dude. Yes.
All your stuff is here.
I can get rid of all of these. Nice. Put this in here. Put these two in here. And then these are quest items. Seriously, I don't know where to hand these in.
Don't die in that cold.
I'll try. Oh, there's more to the town. Who are you?
It's not right. They attacked us. Why would they attack us? It is not right.
What? Old military style dark green wool coat down to my knees? Ooh. Yeah, I do want a big coat as well that goes all the way down to my knees and such. Because those are amazing. Or like a trench coat style coat.
Life is tough up here, but not so bad, you know. Or at least it wasn't until our gods turned on us. Our king warned us that they can be deceitful. My family once had a king in it as well, you know. The Great King, they called him. Last of a line of kings descended from Freyr himself. That was long ago. But see this brooch? I inherited it from my grandmother, and she from hers. This here was his symbol, or at least I think it was. Of course, nobody here believes me, otherwise they'd have to show me some respect. Ha! Say that his line ended with no remaining relatives. But I bet if they looked in his barrow, they would find all kinds of things with that emblem on it. I'm not going in there, though. I may be getting old, but I'm not crazy.
Full leather winter gloves. I can imagine.
You've brought something for our king? What is that? A plant? Well, go in then. But he'd better like it.
Yes, is a plant. Ooh, oh, this place looks cozy. Oh yeah, this is, look at this. This is typical longhouse. Oh, you can see. Oh, that's fascinating. You can see how the actual inside of the building stretches quite a bit further than the outside of the building, but it works because it's like behind the, or it's on the wrong side of the camera. Right, you can see the outside of the building only goes to like here, but the inside goes quite a bit further. Right, if you manage to overlap it slightly. There. This is very, very obvious. I have had to ask every company I buy off to make custom giant clothes to fit my proportions. Oof. Yeah, I can imagine that's not easy. But I love how this is actually a longhouse. Like, you have sleeping on one end, right? Then you have this big hearth and like common room. And then you have animals on the other end, because that's how it actually worked. Right? People would live with their animals under one roof, because everyone needs warmth. So this is awesome. I love how historical this is.
This is locked.
Can it be true? You are the one promised to us. The hero of the South. The vanquisher of titans and gods. When my daughter set out to find you, I didn't believe you existed. But here you are. And you brought to us the power of Nerthus. You are a blessing in a dark time, hero. Perhaps our salvation. The Einherjar, Wodan's personal army, comprising what I once thought were heroes, have been laying waste to our settlements and to our outmatched troops. I fear that the Aesir have tricked me once again. And this time, they have come for my land. Maybe all of our lands. But when correctly prepared, the magic of this mistletoe could help turn the tide in the defense of my kingdom. And beat them back to where they came from. There is more grave news, however. My daughter has not yet returned. If her plan was, as you say, then she should have arrived here days ago. Ylva is one of my most capable captains and a formidable warrior. But of course, she is also a prime target for my enemies. If she went missing on our home shores after traveling half the world to find you, I fear they may have kidnapped her. Or worse.
Dang.
This cannot be opened.
I can imagine, yeah.
Carved stones and mystic lines.
It's like, I just want clothes. Please give me clothes. Yeah, yeah. That does remind me of some role-playing games, though, that have that as well. It's like, oh, you need to spend more money. Like, if you play big or small characters, it's like, you have to spend more money on equipment. It's an actual
Fine weather we
game
have
thing.
today, is it not? Almost too peaceful. Though you look like you come from warmer parts. Hellas, you say? Never heard of it.
Yeah, well, sucks to be you. I look badass when I do. Well, I guess that's good. You know, that's always a nice bonus, looking badass. True. I see that. But yeah, I'm just reminded of Shadowrun, which is a fantasy cyberpunk game where you can play, like, where you have classic fantasy tropes like magic and like elves and dwarves and orcs and everything next to, you know, typical cyberpunk. And if you play a troll is much bigger than average humans. Or if you play a dwarf who is smaller, obviously, then you have to pay more for equipment or, for instance, to modify cars, etc. That's in the description. If you play those characters, like that is part of their drawbacks to balance them out. Specialty clothing, yeah, I can imagine. Whee. This place looks so cool.
Need more energy.
The shoes are... Oh. Yeah, Wow, yeah, I didn't even think of those. True. It's gotta be rough. Size 15. I don't actually know what size that is because I use a different system. Like, I use a completely different system. My shoe size, for instance, is 43. So I have no idea what size 15 actually is. Oh. Reaver helm. Oh my god. Okay, that is massive. That is absolutely massive. Yeah, like I said, my size is like 42.5 or 43, depending on the exact fit. So, yeah. Dang. Big guy. Yes, big guy with a capital B, exactly. That's scary. That's be at the end of your kicks. I kind of don't want to imagine because that's scary as all heck. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, is our boss fight? Oh no. Oh, this sucks. I have to run through this choke point. Wow. Go, Lich. Go fight him. Kite, and let my summons do the job. The execrated. Oh my goodness, this boy also big. Ooh. Ancient breastplate. Ayo. Are there more of these? Yeah. These environments look so cool. That's me, 110 kilograms of muscle. Sheesh. That is scary. But yeah, whenever I see environments like these in this game, I'm like, I want to play like a fantasy campaign, an RPG campaign in here. In environments like these. It looks so good. Oh hey, embossed silver plate 3. Does that mean I missed the first one somewhere? What I aspire to be? I mean, that is a valid goal. Definitely enviable goal as well, gotta say. Okay. How many people can say they look like Terminator? Probably only the Terminator. So, yeah. So that's, there's that, yeah. Definitely. Oh god. Okay, I think that was it. Ah, there is another path up here. I don't know if this is a side area or not. There are on the inside, you are one big marshmallow. Ooh, I love these standing stones. Okay, so this is... Oh heck! Big dudes. Those death screams. I mean, that is great, though. Being a marshmallow is good. So, yay for marshmallow. Ayo, I leveled up. Okay. Put points into intelligence to deal more damage. And then I'm at 30. Let's do this. Okay. I seem the marshmallow type. Thank you. I do try. I wasn't always like this. So, I try. Oh, that's big guy. Ah, it's very big guy. Ah! Big rock. Oh my goodness. Really heartless and cold at one point. Yeah. Same. I was very confrontational when I was younger, and it brought me a lot of pain. So that was not a great time in my life. And then I realized, yo, this is just bringing me pain. This is no fun. What this? Sheep. Is this a sheep escort quest? I escort the sheep? Oh, this is amazing. Look at this. It's sheep. I escort sheep. Oh, that's so cool. Where do I escort the sheep though? Okay, I need to see. Confront her aloud for being disliked for confronting me before.
Need more energy.
Stop! Leave my sheep alone. Yeah.
Giesel! Giesel!
Yay, it's sheep.
Oh, my little Giesel! You saved her! Thank you so much, stranger. I'll bring her back to town before she gets any funny ideas again.
Hooray, sheep. Bah. So I have 2 of these. This I can hand in.
Let me guess. More amber?
What?
All right.
Welcome, stranger. Look at our shop. My father is the best smith in town. You'll find no sharper blades.
Still like that? I mean...
Soon.
Oh, there's a little kid selling stuff. Yeah, but I mean, if they don't leave you alone just for being you, you know, it's like, eh.
What do you have there? A piece of armor? From... wait. Really? Oh. And do you see? The emblem matches my family's brooch, just like I said. Brave warrior, you shouldn't have. Why are you risking so much for one like me at a time like this? I'd say the gods shall protect you if things were different. But with heroes like you around, there may still be hope for us. Let me thank you.
Insulated shaman mantle of endowment.
Sharp as a razor.
Yeah, well, it's a manic depression. Yay. Yeah, it's not great. Okay, let's see. These maps are becoming really sprawling. Also, I'm starting to think I must have missed one of the silver thingies and boss silver play because I have 2 and 3. And if you find them in order, that means I must have missed number 1 somewhere. Also, I don't know what the scythe is for. Wildlands. So this is still in like before Scandia, so sit back here. 50 swing music, he's saying. Awesome. Always good to have something like that. Hold on. Do. Okay, sorry, I had to close off some things. Okay, so the lady said the silver stuffs are anywhere north of Glauberg, which is this town. What do you want?
I did not think that Borbedo would be able to produce any wine at all up here. So at least it's a start. Tell him to keep trying.
Wine, Celtic plaid. If you want to do a very supplier with the dyes she talked about from the foreign countries you have journeyed to. Greek purple, Egyptian gold, and Asian royal blue. Oh, I get it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I need to go to there and buy the dye. Oh, okay. Athens. Let's see. Where do I buy?
Hail, warrior. I have the finest goods in Athens. You will find none better. Good day.
Greek purple.
Once I sell everything I've got, I'm setting sail for some island that's never seen a monster.
Rose,
Milos,
light,
or Icaria.
olive, slate, white, gold. Nope.
Anything else? Hail, warrior.
Hunter green, light blue, white Greek, burgundy, gray Greek. Wait, are there different outfits possible? Now I'm interested. Now I'm interested.
I sell to the wise and powerful. Are you sure you
Slate,
should be shopping
olive,
here?
rose.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Ought to head out. Some stuff to clear up. Yeah, sure, definitely. I wish you good luck in clearing out all that stuff. And thank you for being here.
Be as the mouse, set aside provisions. Apollo's smile on you.
Thank you for hanging out. Always nice having you here. It really was.
Blades, shields, potions, greaves, bows. So long.
Alright, yeah, so I wish you a good night, really. And, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to see you soon. They're royal blue, rose, gray, brown, tan, gold, olive. Now you go. Okay, bye-bye. shops. I need more shops.
The beasts have claws and teeth, but you
Royal
have fire.
blue,
You
purple.
have Zeus-like bolts to throw.
There
and
we go.
I have things to say. Bye now.
And then Egyptian gold, I think. This is a fascinating quest. Like, it's basically telling you to revisit all the places you've been. It's like, yeah, I'm a world traveler. I've been to all these places.
Hurry! The monsters will be here.
Grey Rose Egyptian.
Quick, before I pack up!
Right, so this is a Greek outfit. Apparently, if you
careful.
apply that dye, it changes your outfit as well. That's fascinating.
Traveler, come look at my wares.
Gold loincloth. Wait. So this is just a loincloth? Crimson loincloth, hunter green, Egyptian outfit, light blue. But is this gold loincloth the gold dye? I'll try.
Always welcome.
I'll see if it counts. Because it just says gold. And then Royal Asian Royal Blue. What is this? That's a big town. Royal Blue, let's see.
How could you pass up such a staff as this? Oh, have it by!
I don't have anything. Okay.
Fine arms, firm armor.
You don't have
fit
anything
for the
as well.
Emperor's journey far.
What is this? Why do none of you have... Oh, what this?
The realm of the gods! How many mortal eyes have seen such a sight? If you do not stop Typhon, I fear that no one will.
Okay. Is there anyone here? This is a tiny little town. Is that a merchant? Mayo health potion. Yep, that's a merchant, okay. Get rid of all these people so they don't interrupt me.
Oh, very good. Come, stranger. We have some good things for you today.
Slate, olive, hunter green, burgundy, white, rose loincloth. All of these loincloths, what is this?
Farewell.
But no, this is a tiny little village. Oh, that was a grand health potion. Okay, let me... Oh, this is rude. Oh, I just died. Oh, this sucks. At least I died right next to a portal. So it's easy to get there. Okay, it's... First off, pick up that health potion if it's still there, because I can always use health potions. Okay. And then go over here. There's not actually a town here. This is just what the... I'm confusing.
Sky smiles on the traveler.
So long.
Nope, you do not have any dyes. But it is a bit misleading that dyes not only change the color black. Wow.
See what we have to offer.
First time I'm seeing that. Gold. Like, I'm kind of interested what this looks like, though.
Goodbye, then.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool.
We sell things for magic users here, not for
Light
warriors,
blue,
okay?
crimson, rose, gold, gray.
Bye.
No. No royal blue. Okay, then since loincloths are not actually tied to any specific culture or so, I suspect that the gold loincloth doesn't count because it's just a loincloth. It's not gold Egyptian outfit. Yeah. I think I have to find an Egyptian outfit in gold, which is eh. And it looks like those things are RNG.
Yes? Oh, is that all? Yes, yes.
There we go, gold Egyptian.
Thanks.
Okay. Do these count? Does Babylon count? Let's see, what do you sell?
A wise man would prepare himself well for the road ahead. Lucky for you.
Loads
I
of
have goods to
loincloths.
sell
But
to
here,
the
royal
wise.
blue Asian. There we go.
Go safely.
Ta-da! Okay. Hold on. Is there a caravan dude here? There is not. So let me come here. And then, store away anything unnecessary. And then hand in those dyes. This is a cool quest, though. I like it. It's very new. It is technically a fetch quest. But it is a very interesting fetch quest. Like, this is a well done fetch quest, essentially.
Good day.
Okay, so this is the loincloth, right? This goes here.
The Teutons are planning to move south. I should go with them.
And then Glauberg, and then go to the person who wanted all of those dyes. Where are you?
Are you serious? Is that for me? Oh, traveler, how did you get all this? It's impossible.
Well, obviously not.
Yes, of course I like them. I will still pay you. At least what I have. And here, I want you to have this.
Ta-da! 30,000 XP. That's not bad. Alright, but the stuff she gave me is bad.
This iron is steel from Jutland. Keeps its edge like no other.
Northern outfit.
By Tutatis
I should check
and
the wiki at some
Lucetius.
point. Maybe they have like the outfit styles, like images of the outfit style, so I know what I'm getting. Should be interesting. Okay, but let's go here and continue with our quest. I think about it, wait, I wanted to get the embossed silver plate. And it's anywhere north of Glauberg, so anywhere after you leave this town, right? It's possible to run into them. So maybe in some cave that I missed, or some side area. Because I do think that you find them in order, and since the first one I found was number 2, that means that number 1 is hiding somewhere. And maybe I'll run into whoever can use that scythe, which is also good because I do not want to carry that thing around all the time. I have inventory space to spare, but you know, it's just hand it in, why not? Oh, there's a... oh, that's the beehive. I don't see anything that I may have missed though. Guess I'll just explore. Is it maybe in one of these camps? I do not know. Also, it's not easy seeing where I'm going. At least I don't have to like murder stuff anymore. That's kind of why why I want to do this now. So that I don't have to run through and fight my way through this. Because I already did that. So I can just run here and explore. Well, mostly just explore because there are these respawn totems. Oh my goodness, I was stunned for 15 years. What the heck? Wow, that was rough. Okay. Okay. I wasn't too far away from the city though, so that's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Could be worse. All right. But yeah, the whole stunning, and the problem is there were so many people casting spells. Once I got stunned, the other people just hit their spells as well, and then I just kept getting stunned. So that was a lot of fun, getting stun locked like that. And again, it's the monsters or the enemies having more or less the same spells as you do. And so if you can stun someone for 3 seconds, they can stun you for 3 seconds. And then you get stunned for 3 seconds. And that's a lot of fun. Who's this guy? Shopkeep.
What am I doing here? What does it look like? I bet you didn't know that we Vergir are respected for our craft in all 9 realms, and found a way to travel anywhere at our leisure. Well, except Asgard. Vodin put a stop to that.
Ooh, I'm buying this one. Just because, like, I don't need it, but you know, it looks nice in general. And then something like this happens where... Oh, come on. Yeah, is that lightning strike? That just stuns me. It's like lightning strike, stun, and then more lightning strike, stun. Yeah, there's 3 people who can cast the lightning strike. And the stun is long enough for them to be able to layer it on top of each other. So, hooray! Did I go into this cave? I think I did. Yes, but maybe I missed something. So let's check it out. No. Okay, so it doesn't appear to be this cave. I also grab a new Lich King because my old one is almost dead. Shrine of Mastery. So I'm looking for this one quest item that could be anywhere. I mean, I could just check the wiki, I suppose, but I don't need to quite yet. Is there a chest I missed over here, maybe? No. Okay, I do want to activate this fountain, just in case. Nothing here. Did someone decide to keep it? Do I have to talk to someone to get it? Is that it? If so, that would be... Then I have to figure out who I have to talk to? Or something? Sternsteine. Oh, there's a whole area here I haven't explored yet. Well, that explains some things. Oh, I must have just... I probably didn't fully explore this area. I don't know, I must have just kind of gone through and... This is cool though. Like these rocks like this. It's possible that I overlooked it somewhere around here. Okay. This is the big lake area, right? I don't know. Like, this is the edge, right? The forest here is the edge. I cannot go any further than that. And there are no caves or anything. Oof. That's a lot of people. Okay. This is the lake again, okay, and this leads up to all the lake area. Maybe it's in the big cave system where I fought all of the cultists and such. Maybe. I'll just check this just to be sure. And there is the cave up there. I think I checked that cave though. But again, just to be sure. Just in case I didn't miss something. Like, this is a tiny cave. But anywhere north of Glauberg is a huge area. So, like, worst case, I just realized worst case is I actually opened the correct chest, but because of the physics engine, the item didn't drop correctly, and so it got stuck somewhere and never showed up, and I couldn't pick it up because of that. This has happened before. There have been items that got stuck because of physics, and they just got caught on some edge and never landed properly, and I could not interact with them. So there is precedent. This has happened. And I don't know if this can happen with quest items as well, which would really suck if it happened with a quest item. Hey, there's more people there. Okay. Oh, I need to go up over there, right? Let's see. But that didn't do much. Okay, this is the way forward, so let me see if there's anything more over here to explore. Doesn't look like it. Okay. This looks really cool though. Oh. An ornamented chest. Is this new? No. It's just some gold, okay. I do hope that the location of that quest item is not randomized. It shouldn't be. Ow. Yeah, it stuns you for about 1.5 seconds. Yeah, see, but it's enough for them to layer. As just happened there. Okay. Okay, so there are all of these respawn totems around. Pearled cap? Ooh! Lightning resistance, elemental experience gain, weapon-based damage becomes elemental, minus 19% recharge, +1 to all skills in storm mastery and rune mastery. It is nowhere near as great as mine, because mine gives intelligence and elemental damage. But if I ever make a storm rune build, that cap is amazing. Okay, I can't get across. What is this cave? That cave is the continuation, so is there anything else here? No, this I cannot get across. This I cannot get across, and I think this is also forest. But let me just check, just to make sure. Yep, this is forest. Yeah, see, there are items like lying on the edge of this chest. And I don't know if that means you cannot pick them up or not. That's my biggest fear. That the quest item landed wrongly and became stuck, basically. Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything more over here. So, let's continue here. Right, this is now the, oh come on. This is now the big cave system with all of those ancients, I think, that I had to murder. But I don't see any. Yeah, no, I don't see anything where I haven't been. And these are boss areas, right? So I doubt that you would find a quest item to some other quest in these boss areas. And after these caves, you come out to the snowy area. So that's it. This is so confusing. And I still haven't found anyone who can use the scythe, which is also unfortunate. Especially since the side quest for the scythe is located in the Wildlands before Scandia. I'm starting to get a sneaking suspicion that the scythe quest and the cauldron quest are linked. Like I trade the scythe for the piece of the cauldron to someone, but I don't know who needs it. So this is the game literally just telling you, yo, just look around, man. Just kind of see who's out there, see who might want a scythe. But I can imagine that those two might be linked. And someone's like, oh my goodness, you found this amazing scythe. Here, I have this embossed silver plate that I don't need. You can have it. It's possible that that's linked. What the? What happened here? Just some pants standing around, okay. All right. That's not it. I also haven't seen any icons for any NPCs or anything of that sort on the map. So that's also unfortunate. Okay, let's check. And the scythe was like very randomly just some boss monster that just happened to be there. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, here's a scythe. And now you gotta worry about it. What? Why? What did I do? Yeah, see, these now lead out to that frozen shore, Zealand coast. Yeah, exactly. Those people are still there. All of these pants just like floating around like this. What the heck? But yeah, this is where I found the second piece. Right? I think in this chest or something I found the second piece. So I must have run past the first piece somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Game. Like, throw me a bone. Oh no, I remember where I found the second piece, but it is in this general area. It was in the cave up here. There's a cave up here where I found it. No.
You should know, the King Jilfai is no stranger to the Azure.
Yeah, okay, we got that already.
Stay a while and listen.
Quaichin loot, quaichin loot, quaichin loot, quaichin loot, quaichin loot, quaichin loot, quaichin loot.
Hi, Seal. How are you doing? Thank you for the 5 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Quite chin loot. Yes, quite chin loot. It's going okay. I'm desperately looking for some quest person that I cannot find. But otherwise, this is going okay. How are you doing? There's a bunch of side quests here that I don't know how to where to hand in. Oops. Because the game is not telling me. Wait, have I been here? Body hurts, had to shovel snow for an hour and a half. Oh. Well, I guess that's your workout for the year. So, yay. What was over here? I am so happy I don't have to shovel snow. I mean, for one, there's not a lot of snow here in the first place, but also, like, most apartment buildings here just have a company do it. So, yay. I didn't play Beat Saber yesterday. Oof, that would have been painful, yeah. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it factors into the rent, I believe, but, you know, I'd rather... If the entire apartment building pays for that one service, it's like, oh, yeah, here, have my €5 for the entire year, and then I do not have to shovel snow. Yeah, I can imagine. I really want to get VR at some point, get a VR set, and then play that game as well, because it sounds like some amazing workout. But I do need to upgrade my graphics card before that. So all right. But yeah, I'm hoping to buy a good one in like May, and then I can look to getting more stuff. Alright, what do you want? You wanted the...
Yes, I am a captain, but no.
You wanted the tankard of whatever the heck. Definitely is getting a bit better on the stamina part. We're like playing hours a lot on fast songs. Yeah, I can imagine.
Brutes frown upon men who study free as magic.
Like, you do have to make big swings or like very fast swings and such. And yeah, must be a lot.
Don't die in that cold.
PC upgrades. MD seem like the way to go for getting decent graphics card without breaking the bank. Yeah, I was actually thinking, like, I mean, I have a couple months, right? The reason I'm waiting until May is because I will be going to Taiwan. And a lot of PC parts are locally made in Taiwan.
This cannot be opened.
Which means they tend to be cheaper. And as a result, like I usually buy, like when I go to Taiwan, that's where I buy like my laptop for the next couple of years or things like that. So yeah, I'm planning on buying a graphics card when I get there, or when I'm about ready to come back, which will be in May. And by that time, I can then see what's on the market. Like, AMD might have some really nice cards out by then. If not, then the Nvidia 30 series should be relatively cheap by that point. Right, so that's the plan. Yeah. I mean, I know the 40 series was way overpriced because Nvidia realized they could do that. Which sucks on the one hand, but on the other hand, it also screwed over scalpers so much. I love it. Like, scalpers are just sitting on all of their 4080 cards and such simply because no one will buy them. Because they cannot upsell Nvidia's own prices because Nvidia is already just charging so much for them. Which is hilarious in a way. But yeah, in half a year's time, hopefully the 30 series will be somewhat more affordable if I'm going to get one of those. They haven't really dropped in price recently in 40 series. They're slowly dropping the 40 series in price. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I can get a 40 series because they're just too big. like holy heck, they take up like the entire space inside my computer case or something. It's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, perhaps a 30 series if those become the way to go. Yeah, exactly. And I do want to future-proof somewhat. Like that was my idea with the 1060 that I bought, right? It's like I could buy a relatively cheap one, but I bought a 1060, which back then was pretty good because it's like, hey yo, I can upgrade this in 2 to 3 years. And then crypto happened. Ha ha ha. So, oh my goodness. How? Oh my god. Okay, so apparently the lightning strikes are homing. Look at that. And they stun. This is so annoying. Oh my goodness, This is so stupid. Like, every lightning strike stuns me for like 1.5 to 2 seconds, and there's like 6 of these dudes who can cast it, so they layer it on top of each other, and then I get stun locked. This is amazing game design. This is really great game design. Look at that. And the lightning is apparently AoE on top of that, so hooray. Oh my goodness. There's one dude left, okay. Let's it's a 1070 Ti only upgrade because I wanted a better PC. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I still remember I only upgraded to my current one because my old one completely died. Like, it died so bad. I didn't have a video card anymore. What is this woolen scarf? Huh. So I had to buy a new one. And I bought mine just as the Titan came out and the 1080 came out, so everything else was pretty cheap because everyone wanted a 1080. Especially if you're not playing. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't need a super powerful graphics card because the games I play are are older than my current graphics card. Right? But still, it's nice to have it for when I do occasionally play something else, or if I do want to get into VR, which I want because everyone else is getting into VR, and I kind of want to hang out and join, and like there's so much VR chat stuff and all of that. So I do want to get into that. Titan Quest ray tracing. Ray tracing, and you animate every single strand of hair. Man, I still remember when they sold the or when they advertised the new AMD graphics cards with a Tomb Raider reboot, saying like, we can animate hair, like actually strands of hair. That was wild. Oh, come on. I think VR stuff is neat. Although I've literally only played Beat Saber. Should really play Half-Life Alyx? Yeah. You could probably stream it. If that works. That would be interesting. Okay. Like, a friend of mine had an old Oculus Rift S or something like that, that he was willing to give to me, but I could not get it to work. It just didn't function. And I don't know if it's like my graphics card not being powerful enough, or whether, like, I read a lot of reports that there was a new update a year or two ago that just bricked a lot of Rift headsets, and then the company like Meta was just like, you know what, we don't give a crap about this headset anymore because we're bringing out the Rift 2. So all of you people with your bricked headsets, sucks to be you. And then say, oh, okay, so there's no update or anything to fix it. Hooray. So I just returned it, and I don't have I don't have a VR headset, which is sad. Should stream Beat Saber at some point. I can't actually play it for long enough. Yeah, I mean, even like a short Beat Saber stream is probably fine. Oh wait, I've been here? The heck? What is this? Like, even a short Beat Saber stream is probably fine, right? Look at these pants. Why are these pants standing here? This is so odd. I play some Beat Saber for a bit and then play something else, I guess. Something more relaxing. Huh. Okay, this area is pretty confusing. I have no idea which way to go. I have no idea what is like main quest area, what is side quest area. I have no clue anymore. I just maybe no camera stream. I just sit in my stink. Or you could end with Beat Saber. I'd play something else and then like the last half hour or so you boot up Beat Saber. Probably better this way around. Also that would, so then you wouldn't like be playing games with, oh my goodness, with completely achy arms and shoulders. You don't want to be like that one. I don't know, did you see the Twitter dogpile? Completely justified dogpile, by the way, on this one lady who was like, I'm 30 years old. I run a like blah $200 million portfolio. I don't even know. And this is my weekly work schedule. And then her weekly work schedule was like 95% meetings, 2 hours of work, and then pedicure with Chloe. Yeah, exactly. And like in her, she even described her typical work day. And it's like, yeah, I wake up at 5 a.m. and then don't look at any emails, blah, and then I go into a meeting, and then after that I go to the gym for 2 hours, and then I go to the office, no shower, blah. And then she just describes her entire day this way until the end. Is like she meets up with her husband, they go out and eat, and de-stress, and she never mentions showering again at all. So everyone who looked at that was like, so do you just not shower? Do you just sit there in the restaurant with your husband and your gym stink the entire time? Like, what is going on? It was so surreal. Like, what are you doing? Especially since she specified, like, after gym, I go to the office, no shower. Right? She explicitly pointed that out. And then she just never talks about showering again. Like, lady, what are you doing? So, that's, might not be something you want to emulate. Man, I'm still so confused by that. More wolves. Oh, big dudes. Okay. Okay, these areas are becoming much more intricate, a lot less linear. Which is not better or worse, it's just different from the game before. Oh, and also, this is really crazy to think about. Titan Quest came out in 2006, right? The first expansion, Immortal Throne, came out in 2007, which, you know, is standard timing for back then. And then this expansion, Ragnarok, the second one, came out in 2017, 10 years later. It's like, huh? Whoever worked on this game thought that this game was worth an expansion 10 years after any major development. Which is crazy to think about. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, embossed silver plate. Okay, so that's number 4. Where's number 1? What the heck? Still don't know where number 1 is. I may have to check out the wiki for that, because that's a bit intransparent. But you can definitely see the technical improvements and some changes in like game design that came in the past 10 years. Or in the intervening 10 years rather. Which is fascinating to see. Okay. What is this? Is this a Shrine of Mastery? No, yeah. Okay. Coffer. Right, so this leads back to here. I don't actually know if this will lead me on and out of this area, or if this is just, hey, oh, I can walk on this frozen river. Nice. If this is just a huge side area. There's a lot of looping going on though, which I do find to be very interesting. It's back here, not much. Bit of XP, okay. So this does look like it just leads on to other areas. Oh, and every time I see this though, every time I see landscapes like this, brings out the whole I want to play some sort of classic fantasy RPG again, like tabletop RPG. Like back in the old days when I played 2nd edition AD&D and such, that was amazing. I'm very much a Grognard. Well, maybe not quite old enough to be a Grognard. Grognards are a famously like invitation only bunch. That's probably the kindest way to put it. But still, there was very much old school D&D before all of this modern stuff. Okay, so these two do connect. That's interesting. Hunter's corpse. Right, that was the scarf. Oh, hey. Okay. Lots of gold.
Big mistake.
Nope. And the biggest hurdle to me playing a fantasy tabletop RPG right now is finding the correct system. I am extremely picky. I am too picky for my own good. In terms of what I want the system to achieve. And it's like most people playing games like that are probably not gonna care or not even gonna notice. They're just gonna play because, I mean, fair dues, you know. Most people aren't game designers.